Greetings and welcome to the Keep the Magic High news group. You are listening to Quantum Mysticism with Tom Brellock. There's a universe of quantum applications, and some we haven't even imagined yet. You know, you may have heard of time crystals, the wonders of graphene. Perhaps you've listened to my previous podcasts about the human intuition about hexagons and hexagrams, most recently being discovered by science, more specifically quantum science, and how solids at the quantum level line up like a grid of hexagrams or hexagons, interconnected hexagons. And you know, that's really the design behind my product, the Miraculous Prayer Board. However, I designed that prayer board originally without any knowledge of quantum mechanics. So I did a podcast about human intuition, how time after time we have envisioned the future and unknowingly seen into the future of science. And this is not a unique quality of my own. Authors in the past, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, you know, foresaw submarines and so on. However, I believe out of all these discoveries that are coming out week after week, you know, and they really are. There's a lot of quantum science coming out, and it's coming out faster than people can keep up with. However, I believe what is right under the hood, so to speak, you know, that which has been written in books for some decades now. You ever read the Holographic Universe by Michael Talbot? Yeah, he talks about the quantum level, the universe being a hologram, how particles being observed change their behavior. You know, it's right in front of us in the most interesting intersection of all. That is the realization that the observance of particles collapses their probability state. So, in other words, while we are not observing nature, you know, when we got our back turned to that particle, at the quantum level, that particle, ergo, wave form, is behaving in ways we wouldn't expect. You know, for instance, quantum level objects or quantum solids or particles, you know, throw a variable name on there. We're not sure exactly what is, you know, out there. You know, because the more we dig into this stuff, we start saying, well, do we call it a particle, a wave, an object? You know, is it like some kind of cosmic algorithm? Well, you know, at the quantum level, particles can be in multiple states, seemingly at the same time. And two or more objects, or as I said, particles, can influence other particles or objects at inconceivable distances apart from one another. We see this in not just at the quantum level, not just at the micro level, but we see this at the macrocosmic level, where stars seem to influence other stars. Gravity having unlimited reach across the known universe. Now, in ordinary physics as we know it to date, this makes absolutely no sense that two particles, seemingly unrelated at distances inconceivable, would influence one another. So it means if something changes in an object that's, you know, let's just say light years over here, and then light years over that way, it wouldn't make sense in ordinary physics. And at the quantum level, that is happening also, exponentially or more radically, I should say. I could tell you all about what I think, But I believe that you will prefer to hear it from the experts in quantum science, what they have discovered. Therefore, I've prepared an article for your reading leisure and your interest. And then I've added my own thoughts interspersed with science facts and then new quantum discoveries and their applications. And let's not forget their potential applications in psionics. So do enjoy, do read the article, become a paid patron on my Substack channel, and get all the reading good stuff. Radionics, psionics, quantum mysticism, magic, runes, and the mysterious world right under our noses. Alright, thank you for listening, and thank you for sharing this digital temple, this, I like to call it the virtual sanctuary, really, where you can come and listen and just relax. Put the troubles of the day aside and let your wonder wander. Until next time, keep the magic high. Air Doctor signing off.